Hey everybody. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Tired. I stayed up till 12 playing with the boys last night. But it's time to go a mini toy hunt. We're gonna go check out Walmart, see if they got that Neca Ninja Turtle 2-pack or anything else Neca. Because I'm trying to get a little Neca collection going. But yeah, let's go check out what's over there. This is gonna be like the only stop we're gonna go to today. Alright. Okay, I had a feeling they weren't gonna put it on the shelf. So, let me ask them. I had a feeling they weren't gonna do it. Our Walmart's pretty lazy. But any new stuff? We got it, guys. We got it. We found it, dude. We found it. The NECA Ninja Turtles Raphael and Casey Jones 2-pack. Before I get into this review, let me tell you guys what happened. So, I was at the store. You already saw. I had a big feeling. I already knew that they weren't gonna stock it. So I was hoping that they would show something in the back, right? The lady Patty, she was very nice. She scanned it, and it said obviously it was on the sales floor, which I already knew. No, it's not. I already checked, and I checked the boxes. It's not on the sales floor. It's in the back. Then she saw me looking around, like seeing if there's anybody hit it, and then she went, "You're really looking for this, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay, I'll check the back, but don't get your hopes high." And I was like, "Okay, fine. I'll be prepared." So then while we were waiting a long time too, like about 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, right, Bruno?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude, we were waiting forever. She was really looking. And then next thing you know, I see this other dude come by, and he asked me, "Do you know where the NECA stuff is?" And I'm like, "Are you looking for the Ninja Turtle 2-pack? He's like, "Yeah, bro." I'm like, she's checking the back right now. I already asked for it. He's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "I told him there might be two, but I only asked for one." So, she's checking in the back, and I'm talking to him. He's like, "Dude, I came down from LA." I'm like, "Oh boy." I'll leave his Instagram on the screen right now. She came back with one only, and he asked her if there was any more in the back, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, there was one more. Let me check." And we were waiting once again for like about 5-10 minutes. I don't know why it took so long. She found it in the first place, but then she came out from behind us, like from the front of the store behind us. And she told us to go to the front and register 10. And we're like, "Dude, where'd she come from?" So yeah, me and Trico. I believe that's your name. I hope I didn't mispronounce it or got the wrong name. But Trico, it was a pleasure talking to you. He managed to get one. I got mine right here. Or rather, my brother's, because he wanted this set. I didn't want this set, actually. You know, even though I was finding it as hard as I can, like I wanted it, I actually didn't want the set. My brother did. So I helped to find it, and here it is. But yeah, check out that Raph. Check out that Casey. I don't have any movie Ninja Turtles. Or rather, we don't have any movie Ninja Turtles. So, these are like the first ones. But anyway, that's it for story time. Hopefully this review is not too long. Let's get to the review. Before we get into the figures and the barcode, here are some of the accessories. These are all the pairs of hands that each figure comes with. So as you can see, Casey Jones comes with 4 pairs of hands, and then Raphael comes with 3 pairs of hands. Just be careful with these hands, especially the pegs, as MCU Collector, who was actually the first one to do a review on this NECA set, actually broke a peg on one of his hands. And at first, this hand right here, the peg, it wasn't broken, but it was loose. We froze it up in our freezer, so that way it can stay a little bit more stiff, which it worked, but as you can see, it wiggles a little bit. Same thing for Raphael. I think it's this hand. Let me bring it to the camera here. Yeah, it's this hand. Hopefully it's focusing. It was focusing at first. There you go. I got the autofocus work finally. But yeah, look at that. It's like, this one's still wiggling too. So yeah, just keep in mind, be careful. Mine are not broken as of late, but just with enough messing around, they probably will be soon. Hopefully not. And as for the rest of the accessories, here are Raphael's accessories. So as you see, he comes with 3 pairs of bandanas, 2 sides, and 1 pizza, which I believe these accessories will be the same one in the Michelangelo and Raphael set, if I'm not mistaken. And then for the rest of Casey Jones' accessories, here they are right in front of you. So he comes with a bunch of weapons, or rather sport accessories, as you can see right here. So of course he's got the golf club, he's got the 2 bats, And then he's got the hockey stick right here. And of course he comes with this little bag so he can carry all the accessories, which I believe he can. I did try before. It was a bit of a tight fit, but I think if you finagle it around enough, you will be able to get everything in the bag. Before we get into the Raphael figure and his trench coat, hat, and etc., here are all of Casey Jones' weapons in his little bag, which I hope the autofocus is going to work. Yeah, it worked. So here it is. They all can fit. Now what I did was I put this one first, then this one, then I put the two bats. Where are they? They're in there somewhere. And then I put the golf club, then this, like this, not the other way around. So put it handle first instead of this first. So that you can get everything snug and fit in there. Also, must apologize, I got the AC on in the background. It's like 80 degrees in this house, man. It's hot. Getting into the Raphael figure in his trench coat or disguise. Dude, this figure is definitely the standout, for me at least. Seeing that I don't have any of the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie figures from Neca, this is a really good figure, and first impressions are amazing. So before we get into the actual figure itself, let me just show you guys the trench coat and the hat and whatever. Getting a quick look at the trench coat, as we'll get to the underside of the trench coat in just a bit. But here he is. He comes with a backpack in the back. Nice. Really love this. Now down here is not bendy wire. Is it? Nah, but you can kind of like finagle it, and you know, you can have it windswept or whatever. I don't think it's bendy wire. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really feel anything in here, but like when I turn it, it will stay. So I don't know. It's most likely not, but yeah. Now this is an awesome hat. Here's his this is a fedora. This doesn't really look like a fedora. I wouldn't know. My friend always wears fedoras, or used to rather. You know who you are, Matthew. But then okay, here's one thing that I saw MCU Collector did wrong in his review. Not that I'm trying to give him any trouble or anything, but I did see this where he kept putting the bandana over the hat, thinking that it will lock it in. Actually, that's not the case at all. What this hole actually is for is to go around the base of the bandana right here, as you see in front of you guys. So, you know, take a hat. The hat actually doesn't really lock in too well. You know, as stated in MCU Collector's review, like, you know, you can, like, you know, balance it or whatever, you know, push it down on the head, and, you know, hopefully friction will keep it steady. But actually what you're supposed to do is, you know, this hole is actually just to fit around the bandana, as I'm doing off camera instead of on camera, sorry. Like so. You guys can probably do better, as I'm right in front of a camera, and doing these reviews are hard, but yeah, just like that. Sorry, MCU Collector, if you're watching this, I might send you a message. Anywho, let's get this trench coat off and then take a look at what's underneath. Remove the hat. You don't have to remove the bandana or hands. Next, you want to come down here and bring this little tie right here out. And it locks in right there, as you see, under the black buckle. And then, of course, put his arms back as much as he can. He is a turtle after all, so. Then take off his backpack first, which, like I said before, this backpack is very, very nice. Really like the backpack. And then you just slip off the trench coat. If I can do it on camera, let's see. Oh, one, sleeve by sleeve. There goes my dog. And two. There you go. Oh my god. I was afraid I was about to rip the stitching or whatever. But anyway, here is Raphael without the trench coat. And I must say, again, this is my first Turtle Ninja movie figure, but this is a nice figure, man. I'm starting to like this more than the cartoon figures, for real. I'm like down to get those other movie figures, the other 2 packs. So yeah, I'm ready to go, Neca. Just gonna get a quick look at them, as the only new figure in here is Casey Jones, and I'm pretty sure you all seen the Turtles before, as they've been released like 3 times now. This is like being the 3rd time. I think this is the 3rd time for Raphael, but he's gonna get like a 4th release. He does have weapon storage, so as you see right in the front of his shell right there, size can fit right in there. Boom. You get the other ones in there. Move the arm back. Boom. So there you go, weapon storage. Getting to the articulation, his head can move down that far, up that much, He also has head tilting, as you see right here, and he can move side to side that way as well. All three of his bandanas can swivel a 360, so you know, get to some dynamic poses with the bandana. His arms can move that high, of course can move all the way down, can move all the way up and go all the way 360. No bicep swivel, but can swivel at the elbow right here. And he does have a can also swivel at the shoulder as well, but he does have a double jointed elbow that bends in that far, and his hands can move up, down, and rotate side to side. He also has some sort of articulation under the shell, but can't really get too much move out of that, of course, because this is a turtle, but he can get a little side, little forward, and a little back. So I appreciate the effort there. Now this is where you want to be careful, as I've heard a lot of people tend to break the hips when it comes to NECA figures. Me, that only happened to me once with my NECA cartoon Michelangelo, but he can, let's see. I did heat this figure up, same thing for Casey Jones, but he can do almost a full split. He does have thigh swivel up there and a double jointed knee. Cannot kick his own shell, but still pretty good movement. His feet are also on a hinge. They can move down, they can move up, and he does have ankle pivot, pretty good ankle pivot, if I do say so myself. Hey everybody, intermission time. We're going to answer a couple questions from my Instagram story post, so let's get to it. First question from Stop Motion E Collector. What was your first action figure of all time? My very first, well, I can say what was the figure that got me into collecting. It was the Superior Spider-Man from the 2014 Spider-Man wave. But as for like my first action figure, just in general, it's a little hard to track back on. Next question, what is your favorite figure of the year so far from, hope I'm pronouncing this right, Levi Saigo? Hopefully that's correct. My favorite figure of the year, I actually shared this in my top 10 action figures of the first half of 2020. I'll just say it right now, it's the Classified Series Snake Eyes figure from the G.I. Joe line. That is an amazing figure. And last question for Tyler Luke James. How's life just overall? For me, I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty well. Besides the whole pandemic, racial injustice, and political stuff, which again I don't really get into all that, but just besides all that, I've just been chilling in the house, like I said, making videos or planning to make videos, trying to think of new content to make them, so on and so forth. Well, anyway, that's it with our intermission. Let's get back to the review. Now, taking a look at Casey Jones, as this is the brand new figure in this NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line. Well, they're kind of pulling off a Hasbro where they're putting one new figure in this 2-pack and then a re-release figure with just a couple new parts. Which, of course, to me, I don't mind because I don't own any of these NECA Ninja Turtles movie figures, so it works out for me. But anyway, getting a look at Casey Jones, this figure is pretty sweet when it, at least detail-wise. Articulation-wise, we'll get to that in a second. That's a different story. But this guy does look very, very aesthetically pleasing. Here is the Casey Jones figure up close and personal. Move the little base right there. And this is a nice looking figure for sure. As you see, has a lot of awesome detail. Here's the sweatpants. Let me move my finger. There you go. Look at that. Looks like the sweatpants my brother always wears. There you go. No shoes. Got the black shoes, black boots. If it will focus, autofocus. Come on, baby! Got the autofocus to work, and yeah. Looks very nice. Wish it would have painted the laces, but it's all good. But yeah, taking a look at the back of the figure. Here he is. This is it right here. Let's get into the articulation for this figure. So his head can move down like that, and it can move up just a little bit. Also has some nice side to side, and his head can just tilt a little bit. Arms can move out that far. They can move down and all the way around. No bicep cup, but he can swivel at the elbow, and he has a double jointed elbow, as you see right there. He can also swivel at the upper arm right there as well. And then all of his hands are on a hinge that move up, down, move side to side. Now, I have actually seen it. I took a look under here. He does have a waist cut, but of course, due to the shirt and due to it being Neca, you can't really get him to move. Oh, you can move just a little bit down, as you see right there. A little bit back, so you can get a little bit of movement out of this guy. Once again, be careful with these hips. I did warm up my figure first. Here's the figure doing the splits right there. So once again, be careful when handling your Neca figures. It's got a thigh cut up in the leg. Single joint in the knee that bends 90 degrees. And his feet are also on a hinge, so they move up. Well, this is up. They move down. And he does have a little bit of a ankle rocker, not too much. As you can see right in front of you guys, even with the limited articulation on these Neca figures, which is not very limited actually, you can still get some awesome poses out of these guys. And here's another pose for you guys. There's Raphael eating a pizza with his trench coat and hat, and then there's another pose with Casey with all of his weapons in his bag. Kicking off the comparison section for this 2-pack, here they are next to the Neca Ninja Turtle cartoon Target exclusive Raphael and the Power Rangers Blue Ranger from Lightning Collection. And here is the set next to the Iron Man 2020 figure from Walgreens and the Neca Target cartoon Shredder figure. Lastly, for comparisons, here is the set next to the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime and the Diamond Select Sandman figure. Concluding this video with the figures right in front of you in a nice clean vanilla pose again. I really enjoyed this set very much. Once again, first impressions of this movie Ninja Turtle Neca line is very good. Now, if you are weary of all the Neca QC issues such as like the wrist peg snapping off and joints just not working or being too stiff, then yeah, I would not recommend this set for you. I can't really say the same for Raph though. I feel like he is a very sturdy figure and probably won't break as much as the Casey might. So this set might be worth skipping just in favor of the other Ninja Turtle sets that are to come, which are the Michelangelo and Raphael set and the Leonardo and Donatello set, if you still want to complete your turtles. If you are careful and take care of your figures like myself most of the time, then you guys should definitely pick up this set. It's a really awesome set from a very awesome scene from a very awesome movie. But on a scale 1 to 5, I would probably recommend this a 4 out of 10. That's going to be it. Let's head to the outro. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the review for this 2-pack. If you guys did, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you guys are in the mood to help out, make sure you go visit me at Mercari, eBay, or OfferUp. Links to those 3 sites in the description below. Same thing for my Instagram, Rocky Mountain Figures. Description for that Instagram in the description below. I'm going to eat some breakfast, and I'll catch you guys next time.